Who's thinking about you now? If you were building a wall, or who would tear it all down and pull you through? Or who's thinking about you?
Welcome to Thoughts. I'm your host, Josie James. Now, if you're wondering what I'm listening to, this is actually a mixed CD that's for my birthday. It's tomorrow. Given me by my evil twin sister, so we won't go into that. Strange enough, going over what topics to do, and this is another loner one. I'm not going to be doing any interviews for this one. This is over 9/11. Yeah, you heard me, 9/11. Where terrorists got away with blowing up buildings and attacking people and doing things by airplane that they shouldn't have been able to do, all in the name of jihad. I'm going to get 77 virgins. I hope it's all 77 West Virginians and they get their... and if they think about it, they're going up into the pearly gates and thinking they're getting virgins. If these people died virgins, were they attractive? And why would you want a virgin in the first place? It's no fun. You have to teach them everything. Anyways. Now, lately what I'm seeing, and I think this is kind of sad, 19 people did this. Yeah, they're part of Al-Qaeda. But that's an isolated part of a religion. And as far as the Muslim faith goes, I don't agree with it. I see it, for the most part, it is a peaceful religion. But how it categorizes people and women and subjugates, it's nonsense. It's total nonsense. A woman's hair is her vanity. She must have it covered. Why? What's wrong with some vanity? What's wrong with vanity? I wish I had something to be vain about to look in a mirror about. I'm okay looking, but I'm no ravishing beauty. So, if a woman's hair is her vanity, let her be vain. Don't we all deserve some joy in this earth? Plus how they treat homosexuals, things like that, But wait a minute, the Christian faith's been doing the same thing, and we're not saying destroy all of them. They've burnt people at the stake just for being old. Well, they must be a witch. No, they just lived a good life. It's just an incredible stupidity in the name of religion. Now, if you're wondering what's going on, I'm packing because I'm going to be spending a couple days over at a friend's place, helping them out. Mainly I've been doing some odd job work with hammer and nails, and oh God, kill me. It's kind of bad. The two people I'm working with, straight, I had to show them how to use a hammer. I had to show them which nails to use. These are straight people? Okay, somebody explain that to me. And you're going, I'm this little tiny person. And I'm have to show, they brought out these little, it's like, and for some reason my phone's going off. Let me see, who's trying to reach me? I'll call him back. Okay. Yeah, perfect timing in the middle of a shoot. And if you're wondering who's calling me, I'll put it this way, Mr. Trying to get a cameo. I'll call you back. Okay. But this is some things to think about. I do know quite a few Muslims that are friends of mine. We agree to disagree about religion. We've actually discussed religion at length. For the most part, they're fairly peaceful. They don't agree with the concept of, these are what I call American Muslims. I think it's silly for a woman to have to cover up her hair. If she's beautiful, let her be beautiful. They also think it's silly that a man should have more than one wife. They're like, if you can't tolerate one, how are you going to tolerate 3 or 4? And I've even run into gays and Muslim that I'm still going, dude, in other countries that are Muslim, they're beating and torturing and killing you. Why would you be Muslim? But that's their choice. That's their fate. Okay. Now, as far as to blame all Muslims for what happened, no. Most American Muslims were shocked, if not more shocked than the rest of us. They count themselves as Americans first. So should we hold it against someone who's a Muslim here in the United States who had nothing to do with it? No. I say judge a person by their actions. Be friends with them. If you know someone who's Muslim, be friends with them. Learn. But again, make the decision for yourself. I'm seeing currently where Fox News is about the incidents with Syria, where apparently it's believed a lot of Al Qaeda is hiding. Yeah. I think our president is handling it correctly. He's trying to be diplomatic, but also saying, if we have to, we'll break out the guns. Don't make us do this. Whereas other idiotic Republican, if you can't guess lately, I'm not too thrilled with Republicans. Presidents have said, let's go to war. But were their children on the front lines? Were their children the ones? No. Their children are getting deferments. So, honestly, I agree with Obama. Let's try and handle this diplomatically first. And you've got these idiots on Fox News. And yes, I will talk about Fox News. Oh, those hypocrites. They might as well just admit that they're working for the Ku Klux Klan. They're working for somebody. What, the whole thing on Benghazi? Do we even need to go into that? I do have to agree with, because I did watch his speech the other day, that we need to handle this diplomatically at first. What if we get rid of one dictator and the person who steps in is even worse? Is that our job? No. I think he's more wanting to be concerned with what's going on here in the States, but we're a large country, we're a powerful country, we have to deal with other countries. And we have to make sure we're not getting attacked. So, it's all diplomacy. And apparently John Kerry's giving somebody the blues over this. At least that's the last bit of news I heard on that. So if you've heard anything, or if you know anything, hey, give me a video response. Or there's the comment section down below. Use it. I have no problem with this. As far as terrorism goes, I think the biggest problem, the biggest thing that happened is because the terrorists got away with something several years ago on September 11th. Now, certain politicians are using it to beat us over the head and make us afraid. We're one of the most powerful nations in the world. Why should we be afraid? They should be afraid of us. So, no. When someone starts bringing that at you, don't listen. Look at them like they are just as retarded. Well, there's a joke running around about this, that, befriend your local Muslim. After all, he's going to recognize someone who doesn't belong and who's a terrorist quicker than you will. I seriously doubt that. They're just as mystified as the rest of us. Why would they do this? The freedoms we have in this country. True, we're not the freest country. There are several countries that are freer than we are. But at least we are trying. And there are those that, are trying to enforce religion, and others saying, no, you better take a look at the Constitution again. So that's my thoughts on September 11th. As far as 9/11 goes. It's something that happened. It's made us stronger as a nation because we came together out of anger, out of compassion for those that were hurt. Because you attacked America? Oh no, doesn't happen. But there are Muslims that are also American that were just as outraged. Do we treat them differently? Just because they happen to be Muslim? When they're on our side? And they're just as outraged? There's an old saying that goes, know thine enemy, know thyself. Well, what exactly does that mean? Sometimes we're our worst enemy. We make assumptions that we shouldn't. Just because someone's of a certain religion, or someone's of a different skin color, or of a different personal belief system. I think understanding and communication has always been our strongest tools that we use the least. If we try to understand where someone else is coming from, would there be as many fights? Would there be as much war? I would hope not. Would we be able to more respect each other and show compassion towards one another? And be able to discuss religion passionately, of course, but with an understanding towards this person doesn't believe as I do, and have respect for that? So this is Thoughts. I'm your host, Josie James. Until next time. Sorry this one's kind of short, but apparently I have to return a phone call. So, as I've said before, look at both sides of an issue and decide for yourself, and don't let some loudmouth idiot, even me, tell you what to think. Think for yourself, even though I'm usually right. And this is Thoughts, and you have a good day.
Who's thinking about you now? If you were building a wall, or who would tear it all down and pull you through? Or who's thinking about you